Hello everybody, so Leon here and welcome back to another past paper video. In this video I will be tackling some functions questions. So let's head straight into this question. So the question says two functions are defined as follows: f of x is equal to x minus 3 and g of x is equal to x squared minus 1. Calculate f of 6. So they want us to find f of 6. So let's write back the function f of x. So we see f of x is equal to x minus 3. By the way, this and this and this, same thing. So they want us to find f of 6. So nice and easy, 1 mark here. So instead of x minus 3, we'll have 6 minus 3. So 6 minus 3 will be 3. So f of 6 is equal to 3. And the second one says, find f inverse of x. A nice and easy 1 mark here. So we have the function f of x, so I won't write it back. So the first thing I want to do is replace this f with y. So I have y is equal to x minus 3. And then I interchange the x and the y. Where I have y, I'll put x. So I'll have x, and wherever I have x, I'll put y is equal to y minus 3. And then last but not least, I make y the subject. So this is probably one of the easiest inverse questions I've ever seen. So we just take over the 3 is subtracted, and we take it over, it will add. So we'll have x plus 3 is equal to y. So now we can shift this one, right? Y is equal to x plus 3. And then now we can replace y with the inverse symbol. We can say f inverse of x is equal to x plus 3. As easy as that. And the next part of the question says, show us that fg of 2 is equal to fg of negative 2 is equal to 0. So the first thing we want to find fg of 2. So let's find fg of 2. So what this means, we're taking the function g of 2 and we're putting it inside the function f. So what we should do first, we should find g of 2. So let's find g of 2. So g of 2 will be equal to, so we know g of x is equal to this at the top here, which is x squared minus 1. So g of 2 would be 2 squared minus 1. So 2 2's 4 minus 1 would be 3. So g of 2 is equal to 3. The next thing we want to do now, we want to take this function here and put it inside the function f. So what we can do now, instead of fg of 2, we can say f, and we found g of 2 to be 3. So we can find f of 3 is equal to, so instead of x minus 3, we'll have 3 minus 3, which is equal to 3 minus 3 is 0. So f of 3 is equal to 0. So that means fg of 2 is equal to 0. We basically found g of 2, and we found that to be 3. And we take that answer and we put it inside the function f. So this is equal to 0, so that is one part proven already. So now we must find fg of negative 2. So fg of negative 2 would be, we find g of negative 2. So g of negative 2 would be, so let's repeat what we did just now. So g of negative 2 would be, we put that in the function g of x. So this would be x squared, which would be negative 2 squared minus 1. So negative 2 squared would be negative 2 times negative 2, which would be 4 minus 1. So 4 minus 1 is 3. So g of negative 2 is equal to 3. So now that we have g of negative 2 is 3, we're taking this here and we're putting it in the function f. So instead of fg of negative 2, we'll have fg of 3 again. And we found this to be x minus 3, which would be 3 minus 3, which would be 0. So f of 3 is equal to 0. So that means fg of negative 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, we have proven that fg of 2 is equal to fg of negative 2, which is also equal to 0, because we found both to be equal to 0. And by the way, this question went for 3 marks. So a nice and easy 3 marks here. And with that, this has brought me to the end of this video. I trust that you have a good understanding of these kind of questions, and I want you to keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video in which I'll be tackling some more. Until then, take care.